Daryl here. This is my daily devotional. Moses had completed the work on the tabernacle, the traveling tent of meeting. And God showed his approval by his presence in a cloud coming down and consuming that tabernacle. Now that concludes the book of Exodus. As we move into the book of Leviticus, we see the introduction of the sacrificial rituals. Sacrifice. Did you know that the word sacrifice and the word offering are synonymous terms? Offering and sacrifice. We usually think of sacrifice as being more severe, but honestly, offering is a synonymous word. For instance, the burnt offering, the grain offering, the fellowship offering, the sin offering, and the guilt offering. These 5 offerings were actually sacrifices that were made for the different purposes laid out here in the first several books of the book of Leviticus. We are to live our lives as a sacrifice. Consider what it says in Romans 12, verse 1. I urge you, brothers, in view of God's mercy, here we go, offer your bodies as living sacrifices, holy and pleasing to God, which is your spiritual act of worship. So we worship God by offering ourselves as living sacrifices. In Hebrews chapter 9, verse 13 and 14, it says this: the blood of goats and bulls and the ashes of heifer sprinkled on those who are ceremonially unclean sanctify them, so that they are outwardly clean. How much more then will the blood of Christ, who through the eternal Spirit offered himself unblemished to God, cleanse our consciences from acts that lead to death, so that we may serve the living God. We offer ourselves as living sacrifices so we can serve the living God. I say it again. I am so thankful to live on this side of the cross, to keep track of all of these different sacrifices, different offerings. Would have been somewhat laborious, hard, difficult to do. And then Jesus Christ sums all these up in his perfect sacrifice as the Lamb of God. Many view offering and sacrifice like this. The story of the fella having breakfast, eggs and bacon. The old hen, the sacrifice of giving eggs. But that old pig, to give the bacon, had to really lay down the life. I want to be a willing sacrifice, a living sacrifice to the Lord, as he laid his life down for me, encompassing all 5 of these Levitical offerings. The least I can do is live my life for him as a living offering until he calls me home. God bless you. Good day.